welcome to the replay. I'm just kind of, still getting organized here. I just grab the board. I'm just going to grab down off the wall, which I totally forgot to do. And I could barely reach it. Okay. That was kind of like a idiot moment. So I'm gonna just put it here for the moment so I don't knock it over. So today I'm gonna do something a little different. Let me just show you what I made. So I was trying out my saw today, and this is just, it's actually some, like that chalkboard kind of board. If you look at it, it's kind of thin. This is actually the chalkboard side, but when I cut it, it like chips around the edge. So I'm actually using the other side that I painted with chalkboard paint, and then I like waxed it. So all I did was, and I have like a whole bunch of things I'll kind of show you too. I took the transfer and I put it up on the window, and I just took a piece of paper and I just traced around it. I did that with all these. Just kind of not so great with the saw, but it's much easier bigger things. I tried to do some birds and stuff, and they some of them are a little, don't look at them closely kind of birds. So these are going to be some upcoming projects, like the truck. I just was thinking today while I was cutting these out, I have not done like the truck, the transfer, and like I don't even know how long. But anyway, so I made some tags, the little birds. This is from, if you saw the video that I posted about, it was a time-lapse video doing with the Bless Our Nest. And here's has some like chunks of wax on it. Sorry, I'm trying to get it so it's not messed up by the other ones. The little bunny, and again I just made a bunch of different tags. So I'll be using, I really like using the saw. It's just kind of stinks that it's not like really nice out. Well, today was okay, but it's no fun when it's cold. So let me just put I was gonna say curling iron, I don't know, instead of glue gun. Okay, so this is the Club Couture transfer. I did a project I don't know, all the days are blending together, last week maybe? Yeah, I think it was last week, on a banner, and I have that on my front door right now. So this is what it came with, all these little pieces here. So what Club Couture is it's $19.99 a month, and you get a transfer, and you get 3 paste packets. So let's see. So you get 3 of these, and this is like there's actually enough paste in here. Like one packet can do like, say like this design. You could probably do this entire thing with one packet, like probably 5 times, I would say. So it's very deceiving. You can get a lot out of it. So, and to kind of like extend the life of these, if you just open just the little corner, and then when you're, sorry, this one is all squished up. You kind of squish it all down to the bottom. Open the corner, and then just fold it over a bunch of times, and use one of those, oh, I actually have one right here. Obviously not this large, but one of these little clips, and clip it closed. People say put it in a Ziploc bag too, and they'll last pretty well. So, all right. I'm like freezing. I was in like my jacket on. Well, my sweatshirt is all covered in sawdust, so my sweatshirt that I wear like all the time. All right. So let's see. Let me just put this on here. Like I was just like painting here, and I could. There's like all little like the little flecks of dried paint. So the only tricky thing now is lining this up on here. And I did check it just to make sure that I didn't, that I did a decent job of cutting it out. So let me just give me 1 second to kind of line it up on here. Well, that would be like, I was gonna say, there's no way I would put it down and it would be that good. And I'm just holding it up to the light because I made my little template. It's like a pinch bigger than the open area of the transfer. Just give me, I'm just kind of, I do have one little part that I went a little bit, I don't know, I kind of messed up a little bit, but we'll just say it's a vintage typewriter, it's a vintage cut. And I just, let's see. So some people will actually chalk and then cut out. Oh my gosh, I'm like not even close. And I just thought this way might be, hold on, let's see. I like lined it when I just checked to make sure it fit. I like put it on there and it was like lined up on my like second shot. So only because I'm live that it's like so close. So I want to say I left like, I don't know like measurements, but like a little, not 1/4 of an inch. Maybe some places it might be right at the edge. Some places it's a little bit more. Oh my gosh, seriously. But yeah. I thought this would be really neat. So I'm just gonna go with it right like how it is. I have one little spot that's off and I just like right here. So that's the other thing, because I'm new to like cutting on the saw. Sometimes it's a little bit like I kind of overshoot the little, corners or whatever. Oh my gosh, now I just moved it. I should have stuck it on and then went live. Hi, Linda. So, all right. So I have one little spot there. It doesn't line up, but again, I am not like the best at cutting with that saw yet. So let's see. Now I already know my paste is ready to go. So I think we did like I know it was some kind of pink color the other day with this one, but I'm gonna do the coral, and I'll probably put like I'm saying coral, oh my gosh, the teal. Wow, I think I did coral the other day, and then I'm gonna do the gray in this inner part. So I'll actually do the gray part first. And I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like chalk it, and then I'm gonna pull it back, and then dry it, and then do the next color. I feel like I come live and I like forgot how to talk. I don't know. Alright, let me just turn this around. Okay, so I just need to add a little bit of water to this. My squeaky water bottle. You want it to be, like yogurt or like cake batter. And this is just distilled water. And you want to use distilled water because you're less likely to get mold, with tap water, especially like, depending on how your water is. Like, I don't know, I've heard other people that have like well water have more issues, but even when I was using tap water, I never had an issue. So, and it's just, you think about it, this is, you know, all closed up in like a little petri dish. All right, so let me just get in here and I'm gonna do this whole inner part here. And I have a little plan for making this stand up and everything. So now I want to go right up to this line, but not over it. But the great thing is with the, you know, if I did with the paste, I could just lift it and wipe it away, or let it dry and scratch it off, or, you know. Not like when we did the ink the other day, I had to be like extra careful. I felt like I couldn't even breathe when I was doing it because I didn't want to mess up. It actually was so nice to be outside today. I'm trying to think. Oh, here, I'll end it right here. I feel like it's like you just need that. I'm gonna go to right there. And I'm like, I haven't spread it yet, but I'm kind of keeping it thick because it'll give me a little bit more time to work with it. And I didn't fuzz the transfer because it wasn't super sticky, because we just used it the other day on the fabric. So and I also, this little board, I waxed it. Oh, I have a bubble here. Shoot. I think because it's like lifting right there. I think because it's kind of sticking on the table. All right, let's get a whole bunch in here and before I completely put my arm in it, or and again, I have like way more than I need, but I'm just doing that so that it doesn't dry out on me. And now I'm gonna do my like scrape away, and again being extra careful that I'm not going into that area that I don't want it, but not the end of the world because it's the paste, not the ink. And another one on this side. I'm trying to like work a little bit quick here. Okay, so I'm just going to peel it back, but I'm going to keep it attached at the bottom, just so I don't have to mess around with trying to line it all back up. Try to not get it all over me. And so I'm just going to dry that part. And I want to be careful not to put the heat tool by the transfer too much, because obviously we don't want to melt it. So let's see. So I got a little bit right here, and I'm just gonna take my nail and kind of scrape it. Kind of started to dry there, so I think I have another spot right over here. And it's the fine little lines like that, it's hard to, you know, to not catch that. So this isn't dry, but it's definitely like starting to dry. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna lay this back on top of here.
Your broadcast keeps getting interrupted and stopping.
Oh, well, I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay.
Just saying.
Well, maybe I can, when it's finished, I can put the recording. I don't know. Maybe it won't be bad. Alright, so I did get it all over there. Let me just do that so I'm not putting it all over myself. So I don't want to press it back down in the middle where the where we just chalked, but I want to catch it on the edges here. I wonder why that's happening. And then the same thing up here as well. Okay. So let me get another squeegee and we'll do the teal. Oh, I had one right here. This one should be good. So this is why I wanted to have that little edge around the typewriter, so that it makes it a little easier because the transfer has somewhere to stick. If I had it end, like if I had the cutout end right at that, you know, right at that edge, it would have nothing to stick to. It would be a little more difficult. Like right there, I think it might have made a little bubble because it's not sticking there. It's also keeps sticking on the table. Scrape that extra off. Okay, I'm just going to lift this side because I don't want it to dry. Oops, I didn't do that up there. Alright, let me just get... Sometimes it is easier to do stuff in, like, you know, 2 separate times. Okay, I'm just going to take it all the way off for the moment. Just so I could dry that. Yeah, sometimes it is easier to go and do all of what you want to do in one color, take the transfer off, and then come back and do the rest. I'm just gonna move it up here so that I'm not going right where my transfer is sitting here. You also want to be careful with the heat tool to get too close to the paste, because it will like bubble it. The same thing too when you're using the ink. It will just bubble, and it will not look pretty. I don't know. This is like a little bit. You know what? We'll come back to that. Hold on. We'll do the other part. I just don't want to. Just because it's kind of tricky to line it up. All right, so we'll just leave this part to dry, and then I'm going to come back in and do that part. Okay. Always make sure that you have your hanger at the right end. Because I've done it a few times that I've gone to, I've made a project and then I turn it over and realize that I have the hanger is at the wrong, or that I put it upside down, I should say. Okay, so I'm all set with these colors. Well, I'm going to use the teal again in a couple of minutes. So hopefully this is still broadcasting. So let's see, now this, just gonna hold this here. So this was my little project I wanted to, I don't know, maybe I don't know if I'll center it or what I'll do, how I'll put it. Guess we'll do, so we'll do take note right in here. So we are gonna do this for, and I'm just kind of estimating it. Now when we did this one on the banner, it did kind of, I think I just didn't press hard enough. Sometimes it's when you're working on fabric, especially like that banner, it has like a slight texture to it. So I think I just didn't press, I just didn't press hard enough. But this will be, see, so that's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna put it back on the backer sheet so I know where it is. So we're gonna have it like that, and oops, my whole point was to see how high this came. So my idea was kind of, let's see, so I'll start right here. I don't know, if it doesn't really come out the way I want it to, that's the good thing. I can just wipe it off and do it again. Because I actually, if this works out how I'm thinking, I actually want it to be kind of messed up. when you have like, you have an idea in your head. Let's see. Oops. Well, good thing I was quick there. So maybe this one I'll move over this way. Actually, that might help me what I just did. My little mistake I just did there. So I'm intentionally kind of making it not come out because I want it to be like messed up, if that makes sense. And I guess I'll kind of go this way. I want it to just look like, I don't know, like it was, somebody was typing and they just kept, like it kept skipping, or, you know. Well, this time I'll get the M good. And maybe like that, just kind of like hinting some of the letters, but and then I'm just gonna bring that right to there, and I'll just use that space. Just get that, just to make sure that you can make out what the letters are supposed to be. I feel like now I wish I did it on the whole thing, but not just above where the typewriter was. Could be. I'm also trying to do it so that it's not all the same letters that are, oops, there's like none of the A there. Okay, so and then this one is like the clearest. I feel like I want to put it in down there too, but maybe I'll come back and I'll do that. I kind of like how these little like marks are kind of messed up there. And again, I'm just sticking this back on here. I'm going to wash that off with water after. Okay. So I'm going to have it on there like this. it's just gonna be in front of that. Okay, so let's go back and we'll put the, let me just put this down here. Okay, so now this is definitely dry. Okay, so we'll grab the transfer. That's why I just stuck it on the backer sheet while we did that part. Just because I didn't want to mess it up. See, now this is much easier to line up because you have all those extra lines to go by. I know it, like, it's okay if I kind of press down on that other, like on the dried part. I don't want to do it a lot, but actually maybe we'll do this in white. No, I think I like the teal, so I'm just gonna grab another squeegee just because the other one has, like, you know, the dried chalk paste on it now. And then I'll just take this off. See, you could tell, like, my cutting wasn't, like, the best there, but eventually, I feel like this needs color here or something. It's like, needs maybe the white or something in there. Well, the next time I do it, I will. I actually thought it'd be really cool to do, like, do a cutout, and then, not that I would do it with this one, and then maybe, like, do, like, other cutouts to really give it, like, dimension, a couple layers of cutout. So I do have my hot glue gun on here because it's gonna glue this little, I have like a little piece of scrap wood just so that it'll kind of sit on here to help support it as I just almost put my finger right in the piece. Let's see. So I'm just, like, I'm not gluing it to this board, but I'm just gonna kind of, let's see, a little fire hazard here. I'm just gonna put a generous amount on here. Now normally when I do stuff with the glue, I use the E6000, but then it takes it a while to dry. And I'm just kind of lining it up so that it will sit in the bottom as well. So it's not going to hold it like now, but when I have the board standing up, it'll kind of lean against it and it'll make it a little more dimensional. You know what? I actually think I am going to go back in and put in the making it up as I go on the whole background. I think it'll be kind of nice. It's a little too much. It's a little too much distressing for me. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, it just made like a little stand like that. And I could have put it up higher too, I guess, but so that is my little special VIP project. I want to try to do this now, just to have something different for in the group, and so this won't be on the regular business page. And I'm probably gonna feature the Club Couture transfer more too in the VIP group. Oh, I really like this. Alright, let me just flip this around. So it's kind of, and I'll take a picture and post it. I'm going to post a picture, you know, to show everybody what they missed by not being in the group. Alright, so have a great night. And I don't know, I'm trying to think, I want to maybe set like a schedule to come in here, but I'm no good with that kind of stuff. I'm kind of a wing it person, so. All right, have a great night.